Everyone, it is Coach Denise here to talk about the NCE once again. And if you want to get some more information, maybe have some individual or group study sessions, check out our website below. But in this video, I'm going to tell you all about the structure and the content areas of the NCE. So hopefully this will answer any questions that you've had. But if you have any more questions, just leave a comment and we will try to answer anything you have. So, like I said, I'm going to be talking about understanding the NCE structure and content areas. And stay tuned for a sample question at the end. So, the structure of the NCE, there's 200 multiple choice questions, but only 160 of them are scored. So passing is usually around 90 to 100, depending on which test you get, because each one is going to be different, and that makes the amount that you need to pass different. But it's usually around the 90s. So there are also two sections, each 100 questions. So you get a break after the first 100 questions, and then you come back to the test if you have to go to the bathroom, walk around a little bit, and then you come back and you start the second half. You have just under 4 hours to complete the NCE, but if you need accommodations, you can always get longer time if you need it, and it's never something to be ashamed of to get accommodations. If you need it, use it. And that is what I always say. It is not a bad thing to use accommodations at all. So definitely look into how you can do that because it does take some time. So the content areas. So these are the 8 K-CREP content areas that cover everything on the NCE. So you're not going to know exactly which question is underneath one of these content areas. It's not going to tell you, but the test covers each one of these areas in a little bit of a different amount. For instance, counseling and helping relationships is going to be the most questions, and then assessment is another big one, and then it's about even between group, career, human growth and development, and then the others are the least amount. So like it says, you have human growth and development, so that's all of the stages and the different developmental theories. And then you have social and cultural diversity, so that'll cover the different cultures, multicultural counseling, and things like that. And then you have counseling and helping relationships. So that's going to be all the theories, counseling skills, truly what it means to be a counselor. So that is the meat of the NCE. That is the most questions. And then you have group counseling and group work, so different types of group therapy, group counseling skills, things like that. And then career development, and that will be different career theories, theorists, and then assessment and testing. That's another big section, but don't be scared with math and numbers. I have some videos on the assessment section, so make sure to go check those out if you are not a math person, because I break it down, try to make it as simple as possible. And then there's research and program evaluation, and then finally professional counseling orientation and ethical practice, which the most important thing to know with that section is the ACA Code of Ethics. So make sure you read, review, study that as much as possible for that section. And then these are the quote work domains. So this is another way to break up the exam and maybe studying. So you have professional practice and ethics, intake, assessment, and diagnosis, areas of clinical focus, treatment planning, counseling skills and interventions, and then core counseling attributes. So with some of these, they kind of cross over with those 8 K-CREP areas, but this is just a different way to break it up. Okay, so now that I told you all about how the NCE is structured and how it's broken up, all the different questions, let's try out a practice question. And remember what Dr. Pam always says, it's a reading test, so make sure you read the question thoroughly. And let's try this one together. So, a counselor administers the thematic apperception test, or a TAT, to help a client process a memory. The counselor is most likely working from which therapy? So, first of all, if you don't know what the thematic apperception test is, then you have to refamiliarize yourself with what that is. So, first, if you do know what it is, guess or pick your answer. And then, if you don't know what it is, this is an example. So, this is on the in the counseling setting, a therapist might show a picture similar to this one and have the client describe what is happening in the picture, and their perception of what is happening tells the therapist a lot about what is going on for that person, maybe their personality. It can be used as a projective assessment. So then, just going off of that, what do we think is the answer? Maybe eliminate a couple if you still really don't know. What do we know that maybe it could definitely not be? You want to try to eliminate 2 when you just really don't know the answer. So if you can't do that, maybe just eliminate 1, and then you're down to 3, which is better than 4. So you can start to think about what would be the one that makes the most sense. Think about it if you still don't know. Psychoanalytics. So this is a psychoanalytic technique that is used. So I hope you enjoyed this video of me breaking down the NCE structure and the content areas with a sample question. If you want to book some individual or group sessions, you can check out our website below, academiccoachingforworldchangers.com. Or if you want to book with me specifically, you can email me at coachdeniseacwc@gmail.com. But make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of our study videos. And if you have any suggestions or specific videos that you want to see, just leave a comment below and we would love to help you out. But good luck.